This video is to show our dining room gaming table. We originally had a standard dining table that was about 8 feet long by 3 feet wide, which is good for big dinners, but not for things like board games and stuff because people on the ends couldn't reach the middle. But since we did game a lot more often than doing the big dinners, we opted for a square table instead. It's 5 foot square, which is pretty good size for your regular day-to-day dining room stuff. And it's a lot better suited for board games. For the game we play most frequently, though, which is our weekly D&D game, the table actually separates in the middle and is 2 triangular tables, and that separation allows for leaves to be inserted in the middle, which I will put in now and show those. The table sits on furniture sliders, which makes it very easy to move around, and it is connected in the middle by these little clips, which are pretty standard for extension tables. But these ones work pretty well because the same clips that hold the table in the middle also hold the leaves in place. It is easier to put the table together with more than one person, but it can be done with one. There are these little tab things that swing out that support the leaves until you're ready to push the table back together. But the leaf itself has a 32-inch TV in it that is off-center. That leaves room for the DM to sit back there. It comes apart about 34 inches, which is enough room for someone to get in there pretty easily. There is a piece of acrylic on the screen. It's rabbited in, and it protects the TV, so it still sits flat. That way you can put the miniatures right on top of the acrylic. The TV speakers actually come out and face the players, which is convenient, and it's under the table, so it's not too loud. And it leaves room for the other leaf, which I will put in now. The second leaf is this house-shaped leaf that extends the table by 2 feet in 2 directions. It brings the overall length of those sides to 7 feet. There is a folding card table leg that supports the overhang. There's a decorative inlay of a D20 that is Purple Heart. The rest of the table is walnut, just for a little decoration. So that's the basics of the table. If it looks familiar, it probably should, because it's basically the same design that Matthew Mercer came up with for Critical Role. It seems to work pretty good for them, and I remember even Mike Merles mentioning that it was one of the best tables that he'd ever played on. So we basically copied it, and after using it for a while, I agree it is a great layout for a table. Everyone can see everyone else. Everyone can see the middle of the table, in our case the screen. It's not even too much of a stretch to reach the TV in the middle and move minis around on it. So overall, it is a really good option to have a nice game table layout, but also have it collapse down to a smaller table that is better for day-to-day use.